What is up, guys? Today we're inside of Roblox Islands, and they have their new Halloween update. I know that I'm late. Don't say that in the comments. We're gonna check our pumpkins. Only 2 crates. That's rather unfortunate. Anyways, let's get on with the episode. So they added a bunch of new items into the game. They also added a bunch of items from the previous event back into the game, so you can get those now. But it is currently nighttime, so we're gonna start the first thing that we can do. So the first thing that's new is they added pumpkin bats. And what these do is they give you Halloween tokens, which are these things right here. And we'll talk about those in just a second. But basically, these pumpkin bats spawn only at nighttime, and they spawn near trees. So if you're going to want to get them, then you're going to want to have a lot of trees, because trees are cool, so help the environment. Anyways, you're going to know when you find them. They're kind of like the fireflies where they spawn around the trees, but you won't mistake them for anything like the bees. You'll know when you find one. So they aren't spawning over here, which is a little. Oh, there he is. So this is one of the pumpkin bats right here. So he has a spooky face on him, and I fell. Okay. Luckily I placed a spawn block there because I knew that was going to happen eventually. But he has a spooky face on him, and he's kind of just flying around. He flies slowly, everywhere basically. So once you collect them, I got 65 tokens. I believe you can get from anywhere between 50 to 70. But basically, you're going to want to just get a bunch of these guys. You're going to need to get to 500 of these. You're going to need to get to 500 of the tokens, so that way you can spawn the boss. So I'm already at 500, so I don't need to do this, but I'm just going to show you guys anyways. So there's another one, we're going to catch him, and then I have a few trees that are back over here. Okay, I fell again. So we're going to check out those to see if anybody is there. Maybe they are. So, are they there? Yep, there's a few people over here. That's pretty cool. So there's one right there. And then there's one right there. And then there's one right over here. So we're just gonna grab him. And yeah, let's see how many we're at. As of currently, we're trying to get to 1,000. We are at 982, so we just need one more bat, and then we will have enough for the boss. Or we would have enough for the boss, but I already did, like I said. So we're just gonna look for one more. There's one, okay. So we're just gonna go grab him. I also see a blue firefly, so I'm also just going to go grab him right over here. So, there we go. Cool. Now, we're going to head over to the boss. However, if you don't have any more tokens and you've just reached 500, I would suggest going, I would suggest staying until nighttime's over so that way you can get as many as possible. However, like I said a bajillion times now, I have 1,000, so I don't need more. Anyways, we now would have enough for the boss, so we're going to get into that part. So basically what the tokens do is once you get 500 of them, you can spawn the boss, which is found inside of the hub. This boss gives you the cauldrons right here, and they give you random loot. After you open them up, you can use them as storage. So yeah, the objects that they can, the stuff that they can give you are the pumpkin trophy, the jack-o'-lanterns, the pumpkin bed, the pumpkin chair, the Halloween lantern, the ghost lantern, the gravestone, the candy basket, the cobwebs, the pumpkin hammer, and the pumpkin, the pumpkin pet right there. For some reason it says squash, but I don't know. I don't think that looks like a squash. Could just be me though. So that's what those give you. They also fixed a few bugs. I found a new bug though, so that's rather unfortunate. If you get your spawn near a tree for your treasure map, then you can't pick the treasure up basically. I'll show you guys what I mean right over here. Let me just take out my map. There it is. Okay, so it's right over there. It's over at these 3 trees, which is unfortunate for me since it's bugged, like I said. So it would be like right here. However, it's not. And it's actually closer into the circle, but the tree is right there. It's kind of hard to see because it's dark, but there's a tree right here. And I can't get the thing because the treasure is underneath the hitbox of the tree, so I'm constantly just running into the tree, but the animation pushes me backwards. So that's rather unfortunate. So I guess just hope that yours doesn't bug out like that. Anyways, you're just going to want to find Dom right over there, and then you're just going to want to go forward up to here, and then you can fight Pumpkin. Now, I don't know why mine stayed, but basically I tried recording this video, and then I ran out of room to record, and YouTube doesn't like it when my videos are 15 minutes or longer. So yeah, I got him down very far, and then I got flung off the map. I don't know why that happened, but just don't spam your weapons when you're near his hitbox. Speaking of his hitbox, for some reason you can actually touch it, like you can collide with it. I don't know why that's a thing. I don't know if it's intentional or not. I don't think it is. As you can see, I'm kind of just floating on nothing right here. So that's kind of strange. But Percival, the Pumpkin King, has 3 attacks that I know of, at least. So he can spawn enemies. He's going to raise his vines up into the air and kind of do a little happy dance. And then a bunch of the pumpkins from the witches event will come, you know, the explosive ones, and then they're gonna kill you, basically, or at least try to. So I would suggest using a titled spellbook to kill them. But there we go, we got the cauldron. His next attack is to just attack you with his vines. It's pretty cool. So basically what happens when he does that is he kind of just attacks you. It's kind of like a piggy jump scare, except it's not an insta-kill. So you'll know when that's going to happen. And then his last attack is he throws a boulder at you. I don't know why the developers just said boulder. It would be kind of cool if it was a pumpkin that he throws at you. But it's a boulder. So I don't know how that relates to Halloween, but we're just going to roll with it. That attack is the most annoying attack in the boss fight by far, and the reason that I say that is because of the fact that it kind of just doesn't obey the law of physics. So it kind of just does whatever it wants. It can randomly curve, even if there's not a wall for it to bounce off. So yeah, it's rather unpredictable. So be careful, gamers. Oh cool, I got a blackberry seed. Wow. Anyways, back on topic. Yeah. So it's kind of an annoying attack. So hope that he doesn't do it all that often. Anyways, we have our cauldron, and we're going to see what we get. I keep forgetting that I moved my spawn point there. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the cauldron, we're going to place it over inside of the building right over there. So we're just going to run down there, go over here, and then jump up here, and then jump across, and then barely make it, and then go inside of here. So we're going to place it like right here, I guess, and then we're going to see what we get from it. So as you can see, it's kind of like the treasure maps. It does a little spinny animation, which is pretty cool. So it does that. And then we got the pumpkin boss tokens. It's a common item, but it gives you quite a lot. I got 558 from that. So that's enough to spawn him back again. So I don't know why it gives you so many, but it gives you a lot. I got my pumpkin pet out of this one, I believe. It was one of my last ones. But yeah, it's a pretty cool update. So what do you think about that little pumpkin? You think it's good? Okay, that's good. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here right now. Anyways, And that's going to be it for today's episode. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, or you want to see some more Roblox Islands. Everybody, peace out.